What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. And look, y'all, we living in strange times. And I say that because over the course of about 4 to 5 years, I've seen a vast surge of women, especially like my age, 28 and younger, as young as like 23 and 22, with this mindset of thinking that just because they are beautiful women, they are owed the world and then some. Right? Like, is women really being raised and brought up and really being just taught to think that because of your beauty, you're owed designer bags off the rip? You supposed to just, a man is supposed to pay every single one of your bills without question, no questions asked. And I'm like, where the hell is this coming from? Where is this whole attitude and ideology coming from? And when I've noticed around, not even just pop culture, but like when I notice around the entertainment industry, when I look at it in its entirety, when I'm looking at athletes, when I'm looking at rappers, they all submit to that culture. Not all, but a ton of them do. Seriously. They, feed into the woman thinking that just because she's beautiful, she should get any and everything. And I wasn't raised like that. I never will be raised like that, and I'm not going to raise my children to think the same way at all, right? I have a daughter, I have a son. I'm not going to teach either one of my children to think that because a woman is beautiful, she's supposed to be owed this, that, and the third. And I want men to not be fooled into thinking that they are less than a man because they don't want to pay some random woman's bills, all of her bills, and they don't want to buy designer bags for a random woman that they don't even know, just off the rip. Men don't ever be fooled into thinking you less than a man for that. Because society will think, especially when you look at, and social media is not just society, but it is a microcosm of society. You can get a closer look at society, the way things are viewed on social media. You will think, is some women in this world, not all women, because I know all women are not like this. I know that, and I know a lot of morally intact and morally sound women in my life. But I've seen a lot of women thinking and putting it out there that you're not a real man if you're not buying a woman, granting a woman gifts as soon as you meet her. Just giving her, showering her with money just because she's beautiful. And I'm like, no, a woman has to deserve those things. Seriously, right? You got to show more than beauty. You got to show that, what type of heart you have as a woman, what you bring to the table in its entirety as a woman. Like, what is your, how can you help to benefit a man's life where he will want to do those things besides sex and good looks? Because those things, I promise you, those things will run out eventually. And that's from either side, from man or woman. I don't think that, just because a woman is beautiful, you're supposed to just drop at her feet. But that's the way I feel like society is going, right? And like I said, it doesn't help when you have rappers and athletes subscribing to their lifestyle. And what it's really about is, and a lot of them will have you thinking that, oh, it's about them, they just paying the girl, paying her off, so she won't say nothing, paying her off to go away. No, a lot of times it's not even that. Because it's a lot of times it's single men in these situations, right? Not even men in relationships or nothing like that. They are single men living single lives, and they still just pay these women thousands of dollars just because they look good, right? Dudes paying, like what? Do you even know what type of woman she is? Do you know where her morals lie? Do you know if she's a good person? Do you know if she's a woman who's deserving of this? Do you know if she's a woman who is conniving, who is vindictive, who's manipulative? Before you start doing all these things, those are the things that you need to know about a woman before you try to invest in her financially. And that's what I believe, and I'm not never saying that it's wrong. Of course, if you got a woman and you're married to a woman, or you're dating a woman, you're in a relationship with a woman, of course you should do nice things for that woman because you love that woman. You really like her a lot. You care about her. She cares about you. The feelings are reciprocal, right? But if it's a one-way street and you just, you like her, she don't care nothing about you, but she still feel like she should get the world and then some. Oh no, man, she got the game all mixed up. She got it twisted. For real. But again, let's go back to the rappers and entertainers who subscribe to that lifestyle of giving a woman who cares nothing about them, a random woman, thousands of dollars to go on dates with them and to have sexual relations with them and so on and so forth. What that is about is those gentlemen do not have what we call a mouthpiece, right? They don't know how to talk to a woman. They don't know how to keep a woman intrigued. They don't have any charisma. They don't know how to hold a conversation with a woman where she can be enamored with him. So they don't get, quote unquote, plain and simple. A lot of them don't get game. They can't talk. They don't know how to interact with a woman. They're socially awkward with women. So in order to get over all of that, they just throw money at the woman just to get down to the nitty gritty because that's their last resort, right? Some of them be like, I just want to get it all out the way. No, brother, why would you call? I don't care how rich I am, because some people say, if you got it, it is what it is, spend it, right? I don't give a damn if I have Floyd Mayweather money. I'm not throwing $100,000 at no random woman that I don't know, who I don't know what she could be the type of woman that can go sleep with your best friend or try to rob you of all your riches, that would do harm to your children, that would try to do all, like, why would you even try to throw $100,000 at some random woman you don't know nothing about, all because she looks good? That's absolutely ridiculous, like, no lie. But you got some dudes that, hey, I'm gonna just pass all that up, and I don't want to. I'm gonna bypass the talking and getting to know a woman, all because I just want to get down to the nitty gritty. No, brother, you can't talk to. You really don't got no mouthpiece. You can't talk. You cannot. You don't have any charisma. You don't have any trauma about yourself. You don't know how to hold a conversation with a woman. You don't know how to remain interesting. You don't know how to make a woman laugh, so on and so forth. So now you have to do that. You know what I mean? And if you got to do it, whatever. But I just don't believe in subscribing to doing that, especially now because you have women who are 21 years old and stuff like that, thinking that another 21-year-old boy or young man is supposed to just finance every part of their lifestyle if they're dating them. And it's like, what the hell? 21 years old, most kids are still in college. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out life, trying to figure out what direction they want to go in. But then a young man is dating a young woman who believes that he should hand over his whole check to her just because she looked good and he want to have sex with her. Whatever. Like, what the hell, bro? Like, no. Sex is about two people who are mutually into each other, who mutually desire one another, who mutually feel a strong attraction to one another, and they want to show that attraction. Not if it's one-sided. Like, come on, fam. Like, no. You know what I mean? But I'm just seeing it so rampant now, like, especially in the age of OnlyFans and all of this and all of that. These women want money to be showered upon them from the get-go. And I'm saying, hell no, we won't go. You know what I mean? And especially for men, like, for real, right? I'm in a relationship now, right? Seriously. But if I was a single man and I have the children that I have now, I would never, I don't give a damn. There's no way I would take food, like money that could be going to my children, to shower upon some random woman I don't have no idea about. I don't have a clue about what she's about, just because I want to go on a damn date with her. Like, really? That money could be going to my children, to my, my family, that can help my family out or whatever. I'm not showering some random chick with some money all because, ooh, she's so fine, I want to go on a date with her. Like, I'm telling you, there's brothers that will lose all their marbles and morals for a fine woman, and I'm just not one of those guys, right? But society will have you think that, hey, you should do all of those things because she fine. And you know how many fine women there is in this world? A ton of them. So why would you be trying to, like, seek out a woman who just desires you to hand over thousands and thousands of dollars to her in order to get a date with her? Why would you do that? You can go find you another woman who likes you for you, who likes you as a human being, as a man, and who is equally interested in you, to where she ain't looking forward to you just cashing her out as soon as you meet her, right? But that's how the world is going. That's the direction the world is going in. You know what I mean? And we see it from the music or whatever, and a lot of the music is entertainment. But people really buy into these lifestyles of some of these the female rappers, the women rappers, or the male rappers too. Because I hear the male rappers saying, hey, if I like her or she look good, I'm going to cash her out. If she look good, if she fine, I'm going to cash her out. Like, what? Like, nah, brother. I was not raised like that. I just was not. You know what I mean? I understand to each his own, but I just don't think that's really a smart move to be doing. You know what I mean? Like, you give money to you do nice things and, spend finances on a woman who you really value, who values you equally, right? You value that woman, she values you. You do nice things for her, she does nice things for you, and it's all good and fine and dandy in the neighborhood, right? But when you cashing out a woman who could give a rat's ass about you, if you was bad on your luck right now, that woman would turn a blind eye to you and walk in the other direction, right? If you wasn't well off, this woman wouldn't even bat an eye at you, and you willing to just cash her out? Like, nah, brother. No. Get you a woman who really likes you, who really enjoys your company, who really is intrigued by you as much as you are intrigued by her, and then you move forward with that one, right? But I just want the men to think you are not less than a man if you are not willing to just cash out a woman just off the bat because she looked good, and you the first time on the first date just hand over thousands of dollars and pay every single bill of hers because she fine. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, no. In what world should a person be owed anything because they look good? Man or woman, right? Because I was told as a kid when my grandma tell me everything that look good ain't good for you. Everything that glitters ain't gold. So, you know what I mean? You could be looking at, like a fine golden apple, right? You bite that apple, the inside of it is rotten to the core. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of people spiritually, they rotten people. So why would you be investing all your like bread and all of this and all of that to a person who could potentially be rotten? You don't have no idea what this woman is about because she fine. And the thing is, it's not even the men that's doing it. It's the women it's some women who are demanding that. This is women who are demanding money for conversation from them. And anytime a woman has the ideology, run for the hills or run the other damn way. She trying to secure a bag before, like, what the hell? What type of good man are you gonna find trying to secure a bag off a conversation? You can't even engage with a person and see the good nature of a person without you being greedy, looking for some bread in exchange for conversation. Like, what the hell? And no man in his right mind should even subscribe to that or submit to giving out bread to even have a conversation with a woman. Like, hell no. Hell no. And you should never know, like, you that thirsty for conversation from a woman, brother, I don't know. You need a hug or something, you need to figure out another game plan because that ain't the way to go. But so many times, man, I see women telling men they less of a man or whatever because of this and that. You ain't no real man. And I always say this: a woman can never tell me what a real man is, and because she's not a man. Case in point, simple, point blank period. She's not a man. Now she's probably had great examples of men before her, from her grandfather to her father, and so on and so forth. And they did this and they did that and they did this and they did that, right? But let me tell you this: times are different now. Right? Things are the cost of living is much higher now. So it costs a lot for us to even thrive on our own. You know what I mean? So unless you're making big bank bread, you can't be cashing out some random woman, all of that. Oh, your granddaddy did this and he was doing all, like, listen, I understand that your grandfather probably was a great man, but at the same time, was your grandma and them asking for bread up front? Was these women out here asking for bread up front before they met them? Hey, pay all my bills, buy me a nice designer bag before you can take me on a date. What the hell? Your grandma and them wasn't doing that. Your great grandmother and them, no, it wasn't, man. So I think in general we gotta find common ground, you know what I mean, between man and woman in society, where you gotta explain to a man that buying nice things for his woman ain't tricking, it ain't simping, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta explain to a woman that just because she look good do not mean she owed money and all of that, and she owed bread off rip because she look good, right? And you got to explain to them that a man ain't less of a man because he don't want to pay every single one of your damn bills when he meets you, and he don't want to cash you out when he meets you and buy these designer bags and all this type of stuff to take you on a damn date. Hell no, right? We got to find common ground. And again, I'm not saying that a man is weak or something if he buys a woman nice things that's interested in him, that's a good person, that's a good woman, and he knows she would do the same thing for him. You know what I'm saying? That ain't bad at all. You do that. You interested in that woman, you like that woman, do that for that woman. Show interest in that woman, yeah, you buy nice things for her, right? But if if she could give a damn about you and don't care nothing about what you got going on, you couldn't call her if you was on your last dollar, she wouldn't give it to you, she wouldn't even answer the damn phone call, what the hell are you cashing out for? Answer, riddle me that. What are you doing that for, right? And, you know what I mean, I can never let a woman make me feel less of a man because I ain't willing to cash her out at the off rip. I ain't willing to pay every single damn thing that she want and buy everything that she want and do everything that she say. Are you crazy? Hell no, man. But I don't know, man. It's weird, man. I'm seeing the women asking this getting younger and younger, and it's creeping on my little cousin's age, right? They're in their teenage years, and I'm seeing the girls younger and younger requesting bread and all this from young, like, what the hell money do he got? This is another young boy just like you. What money he got to be showering you with? You know what I'm saying? And I see it, and I said it's the women that got to put an end to that bullshit because I'm seeing them all the time. A lot of the women cheering it on. Yeah, talking about, yes, secure that bag, sis, secure that bag, get that bag, sis, get that bag from him, all this and all of that. knowing this woman is not living a righteous life, knowing this woman is really low down, she's really trifling, you know what I'm saying? But still at the same time, you are enabling her by really rooting for her to get money off of men who who y'all know that woman has no interest in. She's just using them. Y'all willing to tell that woman to keep using a person to get what she want and get ahead in life. And that ain't right. I'm all the way against that shit. I ain't never gonna ride for that, man. But I'm seeing it happen so much. I'm like, no, man. Women gotta start calling their other sisters out when they on bullshit just as well as men do, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call a man out. You out here using a woman for finances and all of that. Your ass foul, bro. You ain't on good time. You know what I'm saying? You weak and you ain't on good time, and I ain't gonna be scared to call that out and say that. You know what I mean? Call a man out, hey man, you on bullshit. Why you out here using this woman? You ain't even, you foul, bro. That's foul. You know what I mean? That ain't the way to go. And I don't have no problem calling no man out for it. So I think the same energy, women need to be applying that same energy to their sisters when they see them out here living bogus and doing the wrong things to men who really, you know what I mean, possibly really like a woman, really like that woman, and she don't got no interest in them, but she collecting all type of funds and requiring funds from that man up front in order to take on a date. And I'm gonna tell you this, and really, it's a lot of women, if they really, really like you, they ain't gonna be telling you to do all that bullshit, to pay all their bills and pay all, not from when you first meet them and not pay all this and pay all, and cash them out. They ain't gonna tell you to do that because they really like you and they really interested in you. They gonna just want to go out and be like, man, I really want to see what this guy's about, But I don't know, man. I just really think it's really getting messed up out here, man. When you got young girls, 20 and 21, even 19, even women, period. I don't care about the age. Thinking that just because they look good, they're owed the world and then some, and then making men feel like they're not real men if they don't subscribe to that ideology. That's BS. That's bull. I'm never don't ever let, I'm telling all fellas out there, don't ever let a woman make you feel like you're less than because you're not cashing her out with funds every single time you see her and every single time you want to see her and all that. What the hell? You're not less of a man. You're still the same man that your parents raised you to be. If you were a morally sound and intact man before meeting this woman who requested all these funds, you're still going to be that same morally intact man that you were. If you tell her, no, I'm not falling for that, I'm not just giving you money to just take you on a date, I'm not cashing you out to take you on a date, I'm not cashing you out to see you, you still that same morally sound man that you were before, that same morally sound man that your parents raised. It's nothing different because you don't want to subscribe to her. You still an upstanding man. You know what I mean? It's just you not the man that she wants you to be by cashing her out and giving you every single damn thing. And that's the problem, right? It's some women where if the situation does not benefit them, you're not a real man, you're not this and you're not that because it's not benefiting them. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying all women. Again, I'm not putting a blanket statement on all women, right? Because I know a lot of great moral women. For real, all throughout my life, I met a lot of them, right? But then I met a lot of foul ones. When you don't do what they want you to do, when you don't, where they can't get their way from you, when they can't get their way, they try to make you feel less than and bring you down notches. And make you feel like you ain't a real man and you a punk and you a coward because you ain't doing what they want you to do, right? And I've even seen it from girls I went to school with and all that, and I'm looking like, hell no, man. Like, what? Like, no. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with pushback. Don't ever be, as a man, be afraid to push back on that if you feel like it's BS. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like it's some BS and you know it is, for sure, don't be afraid to push back. Hey, if you can't get that woman, she don't want you, it's always going to be another woman out here for you that like you for you, and you don't got to cash them out and buy them all type of designer bags and take them on dates and all to take them on dates. Get them all this money and all that up front to even get a conversation. Like, what the hell? Like, it's like, no, bro. You're not less of a man. You still got your morals intact. And you know who you are within yourself. You know what type of person you are. Your loved ones in your family know who you are. So don't trip on a woman telling you, oh, you less of a man and all that. Nah, man. Keep it moving. She ain't the one for you in the first place. Find you a woman who really likes you for you and genuinely looks at you as a human being and as a man, and she respects you as such. She doesn't respect you as a simp that she can, or she doesn't respect you as a trick, rather, like what I'm saying, that just gonna pay all her bills and just pay all her finances and finance her lifestyle so she can run around with the dude she really, really like. Nah, bro, don't do that. But I think it's really getting out of hand at this point. So now I think that, I don't know, man, it's wild, and I feel like it's getting to the younger generation. They gotta stop, man. It really gotta stop. People gotta start dating people who really like them for them. not for what they can just provide all the way through and through, right? I understand nobody wants a person who has nothing going for themselves. Nobody wants a person who has no ambition. Nobody wants a person who is nobody wants a person who is just really doesn't have any type of drive or nothing like that. But at the same time, you want a person who, at the end of the day, if things were to go wrong tomorrow, they're going to stick with you and ride with you. They really like you for you. You know what I mean? Because a lot of women is out here respecting men to be tricks. And they really don't respect the man when you really see it. When you really break down the conversation that they have with the man and how they talk to the man and all of that, you see they really don't respect them. But they just happy that the man is doing whatever they want them to do. Right? And I'm not saying be no asshole to no woman, be a mean, abrasive, ignorant, misogynistic dude at all. I'm saying stand up for what you believe in, and fight back against BS that you know is not real. Like a woman wanting you to just like deliver finances to her because you like her and because she look good. What? Like, cause you look good, you think I'm just supposed to cash you out? Like no, that's not how that works. It's really not how that go, man. I just had to get that off my chest because I'm just seeing it too much. And I'm seeing those ideologies being validated way too much, man. Machiavelli Mills TV, thank y'all for rocking with me, man. Donate to the Cash App. I'm going to put it in the link in the description box below. My Cash App is $MACMILLER 5. That's $Mac Miller 5. Again, that's $MACMILLER 5, right? Y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel. More content coming from me soon. Patreon account, Patreon videos coming with other videos. Exclusive type content I'm not going to talk about on YouTube is coming. Stay tuned. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm out. Peace.